What advice, Dee, would you give to to emerging screenwriters? Do you have any daily habits you recommend, or any resources you like to use? Any advice you could give to other writers?
Stay off social media more, because it's such a negative downer. It's a good tool, and it's great to network, and but it can just be used as a procrastination excuse. You can kind of pretend it's research, but is it really? Just write more and protect your writing time, because time's precious, as we've all learned. But don't worry if you can't write, because everything you do is grist the mill. It impacts your inkpot, your virtual inkpot. So you've got to live life as well, and you've got to take care of those around you. And living life fills the soul and helps to clear your mind, and shows up on the page, I think. As for advice, I'm no real writer guru, and I don't hold to that. Opinions are a ten a penny. I just think maybe that's the thing I'd say, is just be careful whose opinions you give too much credence to, really. A lot of the stuff out there is contradictory, and that can be really unhelpful. And yeah, for sure, some advice, direct feedback, mentoring, peer-to-peer reviews, all of that is truly helpful. And there are conventions and there are guidelines, and yes, you should be familiar with them, but they're not rules. Only you can do you. You can only write what you want to write, because you have to listen to your own gut, and that the problem is that you can allow too many outer voices to get inside your head, and that can drown out your authentic, passionate voice. And that's what makes us stand out, because that unique voice is what industry is really after. So I'd just say, find your authentic voice and be confident and use it.
So I love what you were sharing about, just really encouraging writers to, yes, of course, do the research, do the courses, there's so much information out there, but actually at the end of the day, you've got to follow your gut. You've got to just write, and you've got to just follow your true voice, because there is so much out there that you can get distracted by in the world of screenwriting, that actually sit down and just write and trust your gut. Is, as you said yesterday, unless you've got something on the page, you can't edit it. So
no, it's not. Yeah, it's just get it written. Yeah. I should take a leaf out of my own book, actually, and get this thing written. I'm still reading my psychology book.
Are you? Is that one about serial killers?
I've done, honestly, this is you have to get this. It's
good one.
I'm through Freud. I mean, it's not heavy. It's in really bite-sized chunks that are actually aimed at screenwriters. So you don't have to read all. This is like somebody's degree course without having to do it.
Wow.
I've had it on the shelf for years. Just couldn't bring myself to read it, because I was like, oh, I just want to write. But it's good. Things happen at the right time for the right reason, I think. You pick something up and it's the right time to get it. But if I'd have read some of this stuff years ago, I'd have been like, what? But now I get it. Oh yeah, that's
timing, isn't it? Sometimes it just, a book will speak to you, and it's for a time, and maybe for a project you're on at the time.